best they've seen. So they come from that angle, not realizing the best I've seen is Arsenal competing, winning titles. So there's that unbalance there between the new generation Arsenal fans and some of the older ones.
Where are the Arsenal fans?
So you guys heard it, that the standard is so, right? Is Arsenal winning stuff, competing, right? That's what they said. Now, I was privileged enough to watch the Arsene Wenger era. They're referring to the Arsene Wenger era. I saw Arsenal win stuff in style. I saw us do the invincible. Great stuff. But what do I mean by standard? So let's go to the definition of standard so I can debunk what you just said. So what definition of standard, right? Let's look at it. A level of quality or attainment. Synonyms are there, like quality, level, grade, degree, worth, caliber, merit, excellent. Now, second definition of standard, an idea or thing used as a measure or norm or model in comparative evaluation. Synonyms below: guideline, norm, yardstick, and benchmark. So they said he experienced Arsenal, talking about the Arsene Wenger period, where winning stars were competing in the Champions League. Is that true or not? Let's find out. Now, Arsene Wenger was at Arsenal for 22 years. 22 solid years. So how many Premier League titles did Arsene Wenger win? Let's look at it, right? Arsene Wenger won the Premier League in 1998, 2002, and 2004. So in 22 years of Arsene Wenger, we won 3 Premier League titles in 22 years. Now, what definition of standard is the level of attainment? So our standard is not static. It's not infinite. It has to be based on what you've achieved for a period of time. Let me give you an example. If in 7 days, right, out of those 7 days, 5 days I can afford 2 square meals, but 2 days out of those 7 days I can afford 3 square meals. I can't claim my standard is 3 square meals. My standard is 2 square meals because 5 days out of that 7 days I can afford 2 square meals. It's just 2 days I can afford 3 square meals. So I can't be laying claim that my standard is 3 square meals. That's a lie. That's a blatant lie. So in 22 years, Arsenal won 3 Premier League titles, but those are our standards. That is farcical. Now, I'm not saying we should strive for more. I'm not saying so. Arsenal should strive for more, but our standard is not winning Premier League titles because just 3 Premier League titles in 3 years. It's like I was hearing this farcical conversation, people saying Klopp is a Premier League legend. He is not. He won 1 Premier League. Because if you are going to claim Klopp is a Premier League legend because 1 Premier League, you can say Ranieri is a Premier League legend too. Oh, sorry, you don't like that. So it's about sentimentality. It's who you like, not the data, not the truth. It's about who you like. I'm not trying to deride Arsene Wenger. I love Arsene Wenger, but we cannot continue this hyperbole and this lie. We're not competing well in the Champions League. We qualified for 1 Champions League final in 2025. 1 Champions League final in 22 years of Arsene Wenger. 1 Champions League final. And we lost, unfortunately, to Barcelona. How is that our standard? Make it make sense. That's not our standard. 1 Champions League final. Now, under Arsene Wenger, when it was still called Europa League, UEFA Cup rather, we qualified for 1 UEFA Cup final and we lost against Galatasaray. How is that our standard? When Emery could only qualify us for 1 Europa League final and we lost embarrassingly to Chelsea 4-1. How is us winning Champions League, competing in the Champions League and winning Premier League is our standard? Is that the standard we want to attain and maintain? But it is not our standard. The data doesn't support what it's saying. 22 years, right? 22 years, 3 Premier League trophies, 7 FA Cup. The FA Cup is more of our standard than the Premier League and the Champions League. See, the data is there. Look at it. The data is there. Look at it. 7 FA Cups, 3 Premier League, and a multitude of Community Shield. How is winning Premier Leagues and doing well in Champions League our standard? Those are aspirational standards, not real, but those are not our standard at the moment. So this is the lie, and I don't like when people actually use this to rile up the fan base, lie to the fans, because most of these people that are their subscribers and their followers are listening to it based on notoriety, not based on the merits of their argument or the conversation. I'm not saying Arsenal should aspire to win more. Do not misquote me. I want Arsenal to aspire to win more, more trophies, more Champions League if possible, more Premier League. But that is not a standard because we've not maintained it. Yeah. See, since 2017 to 2018, we just qualified in 2023-24 for the UEFA Champions League after a period of 7 years. How is that our standard? If not being in the Champions League for 7 years, how is doing well in the Champions League our standard? How? That's an illusion. That's an illusion. That's not real. But they keep pushing this narrative that is false. It's nice to listen to it. That it's nice to claim, oh, we should be winning the Premier League more often. We should be winning Champions. We've not won Champions League, unfortunately. And I want us to win it. But I'm not going to lay claim to falsehood because I want to win an argument with Chelsea fans or to brag to Liverpool fans. I know it hurts during conversation about the Champions League when Liverpool fans are bragging, Chelsea fans are bragging, Manchester United fans are bragging, even Man City fans are bragging. But the Champions League has not ended. We might still win it one day, but we don't need to be lying and introducing our populist narratives and pushing false narratives about our standard. Our standard is not winning Premier Leagues and Champions League. We don't even win Champions League. I want 3 Premier League in 3 years. 3 Premier Leagues in the best era of Arsene Wenger. 3 Premier Leagues. So that is a farcical lie. I'm not against Turkish and the guy is having a conversation with, but the data and the facts doesn't support their narrative. It's far from the truth. It's exciting to the ear. It's very exciting to Arsenal fans to hear that, right? It's exciting. It's very aspirational. Very aspirational. But is that the truth? Absolutely no. Let me remind you as I close out this stream. In 22 years of Arsene Wenger, right? 3 Premier Leagues, 7 FA Cups, and a 14-year trophy drought of Premier League. So before he left, Arsene Wenger did not even win the Premier League for 14 years.